Alright, some more tests have occurred recently, and Bald has once again went onto Spectrum to kind of give us an after-action report, so I would say let's get straight into it. Hello captains, back with another server meshing test E post-action report directly from the server meshing strike team. Meshing test E was conducted on Star Citizen's birthday on October 10th. This test included two major hybrid crash fixes that were encountered at high concurrency in the last test, which prevented us from pushing forward. Which is true, I attended that one and every server was 30k'ing in like 5 minutes, and it was impossible to actually get to the spaceport and actually do anything on that server. So yeah, I'm glad with that one, and I can say that it has actually affected everything, and it worked great on the last 1,000 player server meshing test, as I also played that one. Other optimizations are still underway but did not make their way into the build. Our objective this test was to measure the behavior of the hybrid at a 1,000 player concurrency. Shortly after initial launch, a new crash was encountered relatable to client subscriptions. This was also very true. I encountered this as well. I had crashed desktops and servers were also crashing every now and then. Fortunately, this was a configurable fatal error, and so the team was able to disarm it temporarily and continue with the test, which was really good because it actually meant that we could actually play the test, and it actually worked. Actually managed to get my way into the spaceport, get my own ship after a while, managed to take off, fly off to Port Tressler, set my spawn there, and then actually did a distribution center mission, which was really fun. I was actually killed within 5 minutes because the AI was actually very snappy, and two AI were pinning me down and two others were flanking me constantly. So there's that. It was actually working pretty well at 1,000 players. Shortly after initial, okay, we did this one. While more optimization opportunities were observed, some key measurements show great progress and stability even at high numbers. Throughput and latency were not always the rendezvous. Nevertheless, the team wanted to use the opportunity further and pushed to 2,000 concurrent players cap to measure stability and shake out new crashes. Due to work the next day, I sadly wasn't able to try the 2,000 concurrent player test, so I personally have no experience on how that went, if it went good or wrong or whatever. I haven't played it, sadly. As expected, the 2,000 player tests was especially rough, but valuable performance captures will allow progress. The gameplay observation from test C and D carry over. New observations in test E. When at 1,000 plus player concurrency, long loading screens were observed across many players loading late into the game, caused by waiting for a free hab to spawn in. Would be nice to see this on screen. Yes, very true. Give us information when you're stuck on an infinite loading screen. Let the player know what's happening. Put I don't know, some form of text in the middle saying waiting for free hab at, I don't know, Port Tressler, Evers Harbor, New Babbage, Lorville, anything. Anything that can actually give the player an idea that something is happening and you're not actually stuck on an infinite loading screen, which would be very good. Looking to see if a QA mechanism to ease the spawning process can help. Also looking at other spawning options. More on this later. And I kind of hope that they're going for the hangar way with persistent habs. Actually stowing a hab away, and someone who wants to leave the hab, getting put there, so you can actually use a lot more space and not have people, sit on infinite loading screens. So I hope they're going the route of persistent habs, which I think would actually make things a lot better. Observed several issues occurring with ASOP during the high player count test, where the terminals would appear stuck, waiting for ships/hangars to be installed. After investigation, no backend issue was detected. Further investigation is underway. Yeah, again, I also encountered this where I was stuck on the ASOP for a couple minutes, where I retrieved vehicles, but nothing would come up, and it would just be stuck at retrieving vehicle, blah blah blah, and nothing happened until like 5 or 10 minutes later, where the elevator finally went up and actually showed the ship, which, you know, I'm glad it was observed. Sadly, I know I'm saying sadly, but sadly this wasn't a backend issue, because now this means that more, like he says, more investigation is underway, and, you know, if it was an actual backend issue, this might have been a quick and easy fix, but we'll see. Some players were seen quantum jumping through a server boundary that never actually pivoted to the new authority, causing them to be effectively lost. Appeared as if no controls worked, stuck in seat, etc. Investigation underway, possibly related to some game servers being overwhelmed and not processing the authority transfer in time. Okay, so you're basically lost. Like, I haven't encountered this myself, but the way I read this is you would just be stuck. You can't do anything as soon as you get out of quantum. You can't get out of your seat. You can't do anything. Maybe, probably third person, that probably works, but anything else, that doesn't work. No MFDs, no movement, nothing. And I think the only way to fix that is to actually leave the server and join back in and hope that you actually spawn where you were last, I guess. A game server with 400 players, that's a lot. Like he says over here, that's a lot of people. During my 1,000 player test, I was at New Babbage, and my server had 213 max, if I recall correctly. So 400 players on one server. He's not talking about a shard over here, by the way. He's talking about a server, so a region with people on it. The shard is basically everyone on the entire, like Microtech, Crusader, Hurston, and R-Corp, like everyone together. That's a shard. And then you have a DGS, which is a region of that shard. So say Microtech is a DGS, Hurston is a DGS, Space is a DGS, Crusader is a DGS, that kind of stuff. So 400 players on one server went through a successful crash recovery. The team cheered. Yeah, I bet that's awesome. That's really awesome. Like seeing actually a server recover with 400 people and bringing them back where they were. That's an achievement. Large area network binds need optimizations as seen in multiple captures in all tests so far. Okay, I can't really speak much about this. I don't know. The test was scaled back down to six game servers, 800 players, and left over running for 8 hours. Test E is the last test on the 3.24 tech preview stream, as we now have to merge back into the main 4.0 development stream and continue. The team and I give you all a huge hand of applause for your help as we collectively bid farewell to this code stream and move forward to the next stages. Thank God for that. Like, I'm so over 3.24. In my opinion, I know 3.24.2 is in the PTU, but in my opinion, just push that stuff straight to live. Like, the more people we can have on 4.0, the quicker we'll get it. And at this point, I feel like just get 4. Or like 3.24 out of the way. Like, just get it out of the way and just focus on 4.0. We're gonna get a wipe with 4.0 anyway, so anything we're doing right now it's meaningless. Like, you're not progressing anything if it's gonna get wiped in a couple months. So in my opinion, just push 3.24 straight to live. Fix the main issues with it, like on the PTU, the huge desync, hanger or ATC not responding, that kind of stuff. Like, make it playable, but aside from that, don't spend too much time on it anymore, please, and just focus mainly on 4.0. So I'm really happy to see this. The team is now assembling a series of fixes and optimizations for more meshing testing, but our next test will be performed along the rest of the 4.0 mayhem. See you all at CitizenCon 2954 and subsequently in Test F. So yeah, there we have it for this test. As a quick reminder, because I saw CitizenCon 2954, as a reminder, if people are interested in watching CitizenCon but don't want to watch solo, or that they like, live commentary and all that stuff, I will be live on both days covering CitizenCon, the entire 2 days, from start to finish, live on YouTube and Twitch, so whatever you prefer. I'd love to see you there. We can hang out together, have some fun, and just enjoy the ride of CitizenCon like every other year. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. This is gonna be it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And yeah, again, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for the support over the years. And I'm out. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.